Yeah, I've been surprised that the people have reached out, and of course, wish me luck every year. How the guys doing? Are we ready this year? For Pete, it doesn't get old. I'm not gonna lie. But we've had a couple people that are back on the radar and just big fans of the event, and a lot of that is the excitement that Jay and Steve are bringing to the event. Even 10 years, into this thing, it's fun to see how two new guys, two first years, can move the needle like this and create.
Hey Jay, Shooter McGavin here. How you doing, man? I heard that you got the invite, finally, to the Pacas Invitational Golf Clap. Oh my God, that's great. You better bring your A game. You better play it as it lies. Those are the rules, okay? I didn't write them. I had to hit it off of Frankenstein's fat foot, if you remember. So no foot wedges or things like that. Remember, it's a gentleman's game. Just don't just people tell people, go back to your shanties. This is golf, not a rock concert. Okay? So bring your A game. If you really start to suck because of the pressure, this is huge. A big, big, big invite. Jay, just look for the card girl. Get one or two drinks in there. You'll just loosen up and it'll be like one shot at a time. Watch this, baby. Speak. Right down the middle. Good time. You're going to putt like a champ. Put your collar up. Live in your happy place. Of course, it's also good for the sun.
On behalf of the Commissioner's Office of the Pacas Invitational, I welcome Steve Watson, Jay Price to this year's festivities. I am thrilled and honored that you boys are making the journey and joining what is just the highlight of the year for people like me and maybe just me. One thing I would just maybe give a little heads up, the weekend is a goddamn grind. Don't blow your load Thursday night, Stevie. We got a long 3-4 days to go. A lot of swings. So what do you do to get ready for the grind? You grind on the goddamn range. Best wishes, boys. Can't wait. See you soon.
Hall of Famer Jerry West, the great Will Ferrell, Michael Irvin, the playmaker, Al Michaels, and the next name that I want to add to our list, our Hall of Fame, our red carpet, is going to be Mark Layton, because Mark has won the Pacas Invitational 3 times now, going for 4 in a row. And the national buzz here is really incredible. People get caught up in the Ryder Cup, and this is so much more important. They usually play it in the fall, but you guys are going to play in the summer. You have some high school teachers that you're going to invite to take part in this. Jay and Steve, football coaches, they're high school teachers. They have no chance of winning. Steve, by the way, how about we help the guy out, because I'm guessing he's going to wear that same old ugly, shitty that yellow golf shirt that he wears. And gym shorts, by the way. Come on. You don't leave anything to the imagination there. And I know you guys are going to be in Farmington, Pennsylvania, beautiful course out there. What is that? The Nemacolin Resort. So I wish you well. Let's see if you can knock off the captain, Mark Layton, because you can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him.
That was great to hear. Dan's been a friend for a while. He's been covering this event for quite some time, and he remembers us in the darker days when we were getting our ass kicked by Aquila and Team Emory. And, he's always covered me tough but fair. And for him to give a shout out on what we've accomplished the last 3 years, I've really appreciated. The guy's a pro, right? He's seen it and done it all in every major sporting event for the last 35 years. So, just honored.
The Pacas Invitational. It seems this year I'm going to take reprieve from winning the Glavin back to back to back to back. Some new blood this year. I know you might see some unfamiliar faces. I hope you can make friends with them. They don't bite hard. Let's hit them straight at least once. Don't be nervous out there. Don't be sober either. I'll miss you, gents. A little. Be well, fellas. My heart is with you. My liver is with you. My substantial gut, it's with you. Sending a lot of love. Sending a little love.
Stevie, Jay, congratulations, boys. I want to formally welcome you to the 2023 Pacas Invitational. It was a well-earned, hard-fought invite. Really excited for you guys. I have the pleasure typically of onboarding and welcoming the new guys. We've had some one and dones in this event, and we've had people that got the invite and have earned the invite in perpetuity. Like Frank, Frank was a big addition in 2022. This is a guy that is absolutely practicing at the top of his license, and he earned it, and he took the spot of a lot of guys, and you're gonna see Frank in this event for years to come. And I hope that's gonna be you too. A couple things that I've seen over the years, some advice for you. You're gonna come with your own ideas and hey, I've done this in a scramble, or we did this in a golf outing. Have you thought of this? Have you considered this? And what I would say is, don't fucking bother. Nobody gives a shit. It's hilarious to think any idea you guys have is worth considering or at all accretive to this event. We've been doing this for 10 years. I would say just stay in your lane, study the Media Guide Supplemental, play ready golf, and have fun, boys.
Putt like a champ. That's what I want you to do. Putt like a champ, all right? See the ball. Allow the ball to go into the hole. That's what Gilmore couldn't do because he just, get your hole, go to your home. This is your home.
To the rookies out there, Price and Watson, welcome. I'm pumped that you're joining this event. Glad that we were able to kind of move this schedule around from this like traditional fall classic to, more of an early summer event so that everybody's schedules could be accommodated for. Although I don't think I've played much golf with either of you. I think there are some assumptions that I can make based on the 20 plus years that I've gotten to know you guys. And so maybe I'll give you a little bit of advice here. Price, I would imagine that you have probably played 36 holes every day since summer break started in preparation for this to be at the tip top of your game. All I would say is, try not to get too high or too low out there. It is a long, long weekend, and you have a lot of opportunities to make up ground if you shank a drive or miss a putt. Also, Price on Friday night, Saturday night, this is not 2006 Mount Lookout, right? Party boy, try to get to bed early. That Saturday tee time is coming at you. So be ready for that. Watts, I mentioned earlier that I thought Glav was a front runner for the Glavin Award. This is within your reach as well, I think. There might be a shotgun mulligan rule out there. I'm sure you'll have to check the media guide like 42 times to figure out what the rules are, but it'll be in there. Don't let Steger give you any shit about not tucking in your shirt if you don't want to tuck in your shirt. As a whole, many of us are athletes and know what it's like to kind of get that charge before a game and like feel that competitive juices flowing and all that kind of stuff. And I just think that this tournament kind of brings that back a little bit. It's about competition. It's about tradition. It's about hanging out with good people. So I'm definitely going to miss hanging out with you guys. Many thanks to the commissioner's office, JTAK, for the thankless job of putting this together every year. And to the media chairman for passing this message along to all of you. I hope that the conditions are Tiffany and that the scores are low. And I'll see you guys in 2024. All right, take care.
What does the Invitational mean to you?
What's that?
What does the Invitational mean to you?
Oh man, what does the Invitational mean to me? I don't know if there's enough time to answer that question, but it's ironic. I'm pulling up here to the site of the 2020 Gex Invitational. I think at that time they were still our sponsor. Beverly Country Club, which isn't a cheap membership. You know, it's been a few years of kind of just donating some money here. The real reason I do it is just to stay prepared for the competition that comes at the Gex Pacas Invitational. But that's really only a part of the prep I do. You know, I think Jay, Steve, first timers you're going to see this weekend, it's a lot more about golf than you would think, but it's way more about what happens on the golf course unrelated to swinging of the club. Whether it's shotgunning a beer to help your team out, or if it's practicing some lines that you could slip in throughout the weekend. You know, I was big on the Yabba Dabba Do a few years ago, and I think JT pulled me aside, I think it was 2022, and told me it was played out. So I've been working on some new things in the lab. But it's the whole thing. You know, I can't begin to tell you guys how excited we are to have you. It's been years in the making. You know, unfortunately you weren't able to join me at this beautiful club that we played at in 2020, but I'm going to go ahead and put it out there for Rookie of the Year. I will be inviting the Rookie of the Year to join me in a member guest event at Beverly Country Club next year. Right here. Can't wait to have you out there, boys. Love you.
And now, a letter from John Glavin. J. Joseph and Stephen Curtis, welcome to the Pacas Invitational. I have certain milestones in my life that I cherish. Losing the state championship game, thanks Jay. Red Hawk MAC championship, marriage, birth of my children, and now I can add your participation in the Invitational to the list. Truly, this is the only event that matters to me year in and year out. The Invitational is a serious event that brings together friendship, camaraderie, competition, and joy all into one special place once a year. 10 years ago, it was unclear if I would make the cut on the inaugural trip to Ypsilanti, Michigan. I quickly found out the invite was not just based on your handicap, but more the desire to set aside 1 week in a year to golf, drink, and bitch, either at the commissioner or the rules committee, which is really latent. To date, I have not let life get in the way of the Invitational, as it is the first date penned on my calendar each year. Never has a wedding, birth of a child, anniversaries, COVID, or injuries stop me from chasing after the cup or the Glavin. I only hope you decide to dedicate the same level of passion, guts, and courage into this event as I have. Best, Glavin.
Why don't I just meet you at the 9th green at 9? Oh yeah, a little secret of the pros. Oh, and wow, Jay, you're gonna have to wear something nice because what you're wearing right now is not gonna cut it. All right? Have a great time, and when you do make those putts, pull the gun in there and go, choke on that, baby. Have a great one. Enjoy the invite, because if it doesn't go well, oh my God, you won't be back.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
The Anemone poem.